Okay, back to J-Ray and Colton. Colton picks it up, takes it back behind the net, gets poke checked up against the boards. J-Ray coming to help him out. Colton trying to clear it out. Let me zoom in a little bit more for you. Back over. Colton has it, gets poke checked, pinched up against the boards again. Back over to J-Ray. J-Ray sends it up the boards. Eli's coming up against Aspen, able to pop it out of the corner there. Send it up, trying to get it out, gets it cleared. J-Ray has it. J-Ray's going. He's pushing super hard. Shot on the side, still popped out. Picked up by Aspen. They clear it out. Here comes Milo. We've got Milo and Cam. They pass it back. Riker's there. Push back. Ian's on the ice. And Aspen's holding on, doing a cross-ice pass. Intercepted by J-Ray. J-Ray dumps it into the zone. He's got Riker with him. Aspen sends it back behind the net and they hold on to it. All right, so we've got Mikey and Grayson out. Riker into the corner, picks it up. Back to Riker, back to Cam. Cam flipping it up, getting it over to Grayson. Grayson's able to clear it out. There goes Mikey. Mikey's chasing after it. Mikey has it. He's coming in. He's got 1 on, 2 on, 1 on. Trying to make a shot. Gets pickpocketed by Aspen. Aspen's coming around. We've got Aiden and Parker on D. Trying to make a shot that goes high into the netting. Back to Parker. Parker passing it up to Fergie. Fergie holding on to it. Comes back. Does a backwards pass. Gets it over to Grayson. Aiden with a nice poke check. Shot on Robbie. Cleared out by Aiden. We're going to have icing. We have 11:23 left in the first period. We will have a scoreboard up. I apologize. There's been some technical difficulties. All right, coming out, we got Hayden, Colton, Merrick, Brock, and Fergie. We're going to Robbie's left. All right, face-off win by Merrick. Gets pickpocketed by Aspen. They make a shot towards Robbie. Colton with a nice hit. Pins that guy up against the boards. Aspen picks it back up. Another hit by Colton. In comes Fergie. Back to Hayden. Hayden flipping it up the boards. Trying to get it over to Merrick. Picked up by Aspen. Aspen coming in. Trying to do a drop pass. They do the drop pass. Shot towards... Oh, thank God. Shot towards Robbie. Hits the crossbar. No goal. Battle here in the corner. They flip it up. Here comes Brock. Grabs it. Holding on to it. Brock with a pass up to Fergie. Gets intercepted by Aspen. They dump it in. Back to Brock. Back to Aspen. They drive it in. Pressure from Brock. Pressure from Hayden. Pressure from Colton. Colton with a nice poke check. Gets it over to Brock. Brock bringing it up. He's got Merrick to his side. Brock's coming in. He's got 1 on. Brock dumps it in. We've got Merrick holding down. He's back behind the net. Sends it over to Eli. Milo's out, and he's got Ian with him as his D partner. Nice poke check by Milo. Gets it over to Cam. Cam dumps it out, clears it out, gets picked up by Aspen. Aspen has a short bench. Oh, nice. J-Ray able to get his stick in. Chased by Cam. I don't know. Oh, my God. Cam just took a header into the boards. Ian and Milo playing D. Sending it around to Eli. Back over into the corner. In comes Milo and Ian. Back to Milo. Milo holding on to it. Gets stick lifted and tripped. There we go. Here comes a delayed penalty. Eli. Eli coming in. There goes Robbie. Robbie's coming out. We got Riker out. Riker's there. Riker holds on to it. Riker holding on. Riker holding on. Trying to get it over to Ian. Send it around. In comes... Oh, that was beautiful. All right, hold on for some technical workarounds. And we're going on a power play. Riker, Colton, Milo, Mikey, Grayson. Puck back behind the net, gets sent up over across the boards. Back over to Aspen, they're coming in. Colton able to put some pressure, so did Riker. And they're coming in, shot, goal. Okay, I don't have the scoreboard up. Please, I know I just said this earlier, but please bear with me. And I'm shaking because I'm holding it, trying to get my tripod set up. So bear with me, I'm so sorry. All right. Chipped up to Mikey. Mikey has it. Mikey sends it up the boards. Gets sat down, unfortunately. We're still on a power play, but possession is 100% Aspen, and we have icing. Bear with me. It's going to be ugly for 1 second. Okay, now we're back. Merrick with the face-off. Bear with me again. Sorry. Merrick with the face-off over to Brock and Hayden. Parker on D. Parker grabs it, sends it up over to Brock. Brock holding on to it, trying to get it to Merrick. Goes back over to Brock or to Parker. Parker holding on to it. He's driving in. He's got time and space. He can do it. Sent back over. Fergie's chasing after it. Sorry. There we go. And gets Merrick sending it to Hayden. Hayden sending it up to Brock. Brock gets pushed down. And no penalty called on that, apparently. Gets back to Aspen. Aspen bringing it in. They make a pass to a shot that goes high into the right. Over here into the, which is absolutely unacceptable. And we have J-Ray in. Puck goes high, Parker grabs it, sends it around the boards, gets it up over to Eli. Eli holds onto it, trying to poke it out. He's able to get it out, gets it up over to Ian. Ian's got it. Ian's got J-Ray right behind him. Ian deking around. Gets it over to J-Ray. J-Ray trying to get it to Eli. Gets poke checked, cleared out. Out is Aiden and Milo for D. Ian coming in. Aspen picks it up, trying to wrap around. Robbie's ready for it. As is Ian and J-Ray, or Ian and Eli. Back to Milo here in the corner. Milo sending it up, gets it to J-Ray. J-Ray popping it out, gets it up over to Eli. Then back to J-Ray. Chipped it up. Ian has it. Ian does a pass back to Aiden. Aiden holding on to it. Clears it out. Aspen picks it up. They hold on to it, so it's not an offside call. Aiden chasing it back behind the net. Or I'm sorry, into the corner. I thought he was going to send it around behind the net. But clears it out. Grayson's out. Chasing after it. Aspen holds on to it. Poke check by Cam. Colton's out with Cam. Offside call. All right, let's reset here. We got 5:28 left in the first period. Aspen is up 1-0. Riker has the face-off. He's got Mikey and Grayson with him. Colton and Cam behind him. Robbie and Matt. Riker battling. It's a draw on the face-off. Trying to get it out of the net. Or out of the zone, sorry. Aspen sends it down. Cam picks it up, holds on to it. Sends it up over around, gets it to Grayson. Gets intercepted by Aspen. Poke checked by Mikey. They make a pass, but Riker's right there, able to put some pressure on so they couldn't get a shot off. Back over to Aspen. Trying to make a D-to-D pass, but Grayson interrupted it. Goes back around, Aspen picks it up, trying to make a shot to the side of the net. Maybe hoping for osmosis. Mikey picks it up, Mikey sends it, trying to get it over to Grayson. Gets intercepted, back to Mikey. No offside call, Mikey sends it down around the boards. We've got Parker out. Fergie here. Mikey sends it in. We got Fergie and Parker Out comes Brock and J-Ray and Hayden. Shot right in front of the net. And puck goes out of play. Thanks to Aspen. 4:21 left in the first period. It's 2:30 in the afternoon on Friday the 13th. Are you suspicious? Do you have superstitions when it comes to Friday the 13th? All right. Merrick with the face-off. Fergie's there with a stick lift. Able to get his stick on the puck. Puck goes down. We're going to have icing. All right, so we have Parker and Hayden. Fergie, Merrick, and Brock. Merrick with the face-off. Merrick with the face-off win. Gets it over to Fergie. Fergie gets it back to Hayden, back to Fergie. Fergie dropping it to Merrick with a shot. Oh, just to the right. Puck goes around, gets up to the corners. They pass it to Parker. Parker tries to pass it to Fergie, gets intercepted. They deke around Parker, but it's too late. They're not able to get a shot on because they're past Robbie in the net. Parker holds on to it, gets it over to Merrick. Merrick to Parker again, over to Brock. Brock's got it. Brock's coming in. He's got Eli coming out to help him from the bench. Gets over to Merrick. Merrick has it. Merrick's pushing hard. Eli's there, and in comes J-Ray. Aiden with a shot, goes back behind the net, and it's stuck on the net. Eli picks it up, comes back around. Eli with a shot! Loose. Back over to J-Ray. J-Ray has it behind the net. J-Ray gets tangled up by Aspen. In comes Eli to help him out. Milo pushing it on from D. Oh, trying to keep it in. Unable to keep it in. Oh, it was just... I say that wasn't even an inch over. But I'm a mom. I'm impartial. 2:53 left in the first period. We got Ian out there with J-Ray and Eli. Milo and Aiden on D. Robbie's still in net. J-Ray with that face-off. Puck goes in deep into Aspen's territory. J-Ray picks it up, trying to get over to Eli. Eli with a shot. Oh my gosh. Pushed off to the side. Aiden is able to... Oh my gosh, I thought he kept that in. I didn't see it come across the line. We'll zoom in just a little bit more for you. J-Ray with the face-off win, sends it back over to Aiden. Aiden's able to get it up over to Eli. Gets poke check back to Aiden. Aiden trying to chop it out. Back to Ian. Milo comes in, grabs it, clears it out. Back to Aspen. They're regrouping in the center ice. J-Ray with a nice little poke check, still chasing it in, gets sent out into neutral territory. Aiden's able to get in there. Pushes it up against the boards, back to Aiden. Back to J-Ray. I can't tell who's got what. All right, J-Ray comes in, does a backwards pass, picked up by Aspen. They send it around the boards. Milo's going to hold tight there in front of the net. Aiden comes in, Eli comes in. They're both using their hips the way they're supposed to. J-Ray has it, gets it past to Milo. Milo holding on. He's got time and space. He's coming in. He dumps it in deep. Out comes Cam, Grayson, Riker, Mikey, Colton. Puck goes up. Mikey keeps it in, gets it over, gets it to Grayson. Grayson trying to drop it to Riker. Back over to Riker. Riker holding on. Makes a shot towards the net. Off to the side. Picked up again by Aspen. They come in. Riker back checking. Cam picks it up, gets it over to Colton. Colton with another poke check. Colton sends it down deep. Oh, stopped, but Mikey grabs it. Mikey holds on to it. Holding on to it. Mikey with a shot. Goal! Mikey! Second goal of the day! Merrick. We're going to keep out Cam and Colton on D. 1:16 left in the first period. Score is tied at 1. We got Aspen with possession of the puck, but it goes over to Merrick. Merrick is driving. Back over to Fergie. Fergie's trying to get there. Stick lifted by Aspen, but still pushed on. Back over into the corner. Fergie's waiting in front. Merrick's chasing after it. So is Brock. Cam gets sideswiped. Comes in. But nice back checking by Brock. Shot goes to the side. Colton picks it up. Colton holds on to it. Colton's going. Sends it over to Fergie. Fergie sending it back over to Merrick. Eli comes in. Back to Fergie. Fergie to Hayden. Hayden with a shot on. Stopped and saved. Parker's coming out with J-Ray, Ian, and Eli. We're going to keep Hayden out there as Parker's D. We got 24.4 seconds left in the first period. J-Ray's got the face-off and the face-off win. However, got picked up by Aspen. They hold on to it. They're coming around. They're trying to make a pass. Gets intercepted by Eli, enough to tip it off. They dump it deep into her zone. Hayden's chasing after it into the corner. Eli comes in. They send it up. Make a pass over to their D. Gets popped out. 3 seconds left in the first period. And there we go. That's the end of the first. We're going into the second. Hold tight. We'll be right back. We got Riker, Grace, and Mikey on our front line. Cam and Milo as D. Aspen comes into our zone trying to wrap around. Too much pressure from Rebels. In comes Grayson. Drops it back to Riker, trying to clear it out. Aspen, unfortunately, was right there. Milo over in the corner. Milo sending it around. Milo gets poke checked. Back over in front. Shot saved by Robbie. Cam trying to clear it out. Shot on Robbie, pushed off over into the side. Puck right in front. Back to Aspen. Aspen's holding on, pressure from Mikey. Mikey pushes it off behind. Milo sending it up, trying to get it to Riker, gets it back to Mikey. Mikey trying to make a pass over to Grayson, gets intercepted. Shot towards Robbie, pushed off to the side. Cam's able to clear it out. Picked up by Aspen though. And they come in, gets it to Cameron. Cam dumps it in. Are we gonna have icing? No. All right, coming out we got Fergie, Aiden, Colton, Merrick, and Brock. Puck goes around Robbie. Sent back in the far corner. Aiden with some pressure. Back to Aspen trying to make the shot on, but still onto the side of the net. They're kind of hoping to squeeze between Robbie's body and the net and the post. Puck goes into the near corner. Shot towards Robbie, but Aiden was able to block it. Aiden picks it up, trying to get it up to Brock, gets intercepted. Fergie drops in, Makes it so they're not able to get a shot off. Puck goes up high, picked up by Colton behind the net. Colton trying to get it to Fergie, gets intercepted. Shot stopped by Robbie's blocker. Back over to Brock. Brock trying to clear it out, stopped by their D. Gets sent over. Their far D picks it up. More pressure from Aiden. Aiden holding on to it. Aiden with a pass to Brock. Brock gets pickpocketed, unfortunately. That came out of nowhere. Eli's out now. Poke check by Eli. Colton picks it up. Colton's holding on to it. Ian's there with some pressure. In comes Colton. Colton's coming in, holding on to it, trying to make a shot. Oh, gets blocked. Picked up by Aspen on the rebound. Eli with a poke check, trying to get it away, unable to. Out comes Ian playing D, helping out Parker. Merrick's out there with Eli. So we got Parker, Colton, Eli, Ian, and Merrick. Picked up by Merrick. Merrick's going. Little Speedy Gonzalez, for those of you who are old enough to know who that is. Merrick doesn't. Back to Eli. Eli making a shot, trying to make a pass to Merrick. Merrick's deflected from his shot. They do a deep pass. Parker picked up. Parker with a pass, trying to get it to Eli, intercepted. Out comes Hayden on D. J-Ray's out. Aspen keeping it into the zone. Sorry, shot on Robbie. Cleared out. Gets it over to J-Ray. J-Ray has it. He's got 2 on. Gets pushed off, but Eli picks it up. Eli with a shot. Save. Sorry, people keep standing up in the way. All right, so we got Riker out here with Grayson and Mikey. Cam and Milo. Grayson coming around the corner. Aspen dumps it down, waving off icing. Cam battling, pins the kid up against the boards, picked up by his partner. They do a reverse. Riker comes in, poke checks. Back over, another poke check by Riker. They make a shot behind the net, or maybe a pass behind the net, not always a shot. Just easier to say. Cam trying to clear it out. Cam's able to clear it out, but it then goes out of play. Riker with a face-off win, sends it back to Grayson. Grayson dropping it back to Riker. Riker sending it up. Trying to get it to Mikey, gets intercepted. Back to Riker, back to Mikey. Mikey trying to get it to Grayson, who's wide open. Gets intercepted again, poke checked. Gets dumped into the zone. Grayson coming in, Riker coming in. We got Mikey there. Sending it back. Grayson has it. Grayson making a shot towards Mikey, trying to help him deflect it in. Gets picked off. Long legs by Milo. They try to make a shot. He was able to put enough pressure that they couldn't get a full shot off. D on the Aspen side. And oh, Riker's going in the box. Cross check, I believe. I think going on. So you guys will hear her lovely voice maybe tomorrow, depending upon Brody's schedule. But we have Merrick with the face-off, J-Ray with him. We've got Hayden and Parker on D. Who am I missing? Oh, we're on a penalty kill. That's why there's only 4. Sorry, Riker's in the box. Shot from Aspen that goes high into the left. Back over, poke check by J-Ray. Another poke check by Parker. Shot towards Robbie, save. Back over, Hayden coming in, another shot. Robbie with another save, another shot, goes popped up. Robbie's just standing on his head at this point. J-Ray puts on so much pressure they can't get it off. So they have to take a back shot goal. Nothing he could do. He was unfortunately screamed by 2 of the Aspen. Merrick with the face-off win, gets it over to Fergie. Fergie coming in, he's got Brock with him. Fergie dumps it in deep. Brock going over into the corner, picks it up, sends it back over to Merrick, trying to get it to Fergie. Too many people in the way. Aspen comes in, pressure from Aiden. Shot, Robbie saves it. Picked up by Fergie, gets it over to Brock. Brock coming in. Brock's got it, sends it down deep. Back behind the net, in comes Merrick and Fergie. Picked up by Aspen, they're taking it into the corner up the boards. Aiden's trying to keep it in. Gets poke checked by Aspen again. No, I'm sorry, that was Colton, not Aiden. I should have known better. Because I saw Aiden across the ice. Merrick with a nice, poke check. Shot by Fergie. Goalie stops it and covers it. Ian's out with Eli and J-Ray. We got Milo and Cam coming out. 7:06 left in the second. It's really warm on this side of the rink. J-Ray with the face-off win. Holds on to it, sends it over to Eli. Aspen picks it up. Back checking by Cam and Milo. Coming in, shot. Saved by Robbie! Picked up. Cam has it, trying to get it over to Eli. Sawyer, gosh, I am so sorry. I should know this. I am terrible today. Sawyer and Robbie's families, I'm so sorry for being not aware of goalie changes. Picked up by J-Ray. J-Ray gets his Cam with a shot. Oh no, gets stopped by Eli because Eli was being held shot by Ian. Picked up and saved. Poor Eli was like tangled with that guy's stick and he was like purposefully holding him there. All right, out comes Colton and Hayden. Riker, Mikey Grayson. Mikey with a shot right off the face-off. Back to Grayson. Puck is still loose. Go in! Oh, come on. Come on. Why'd they blow the whistle? Really? Puck wasn't off the post, or the post wasn't off the peg. Lots of P's. Puck, post, peg. Back over to Riker for the face-off. Aspen wins that one, but Grayson's in, putting on some pressure. Grayson holds on to it. Send it over to Riker. Oh, gets popped up high. Aspen picks it up. Poke check by Marlo Colton. Back over to Mikey across. Grayson's waiting. Over to Riker. Riker trying to get it to Grayson, gets intercepted. Aspen clears it out. Colton picks it up, sends it over. Hayden picks it up, sends it over to Grayson, back to Riker, back to Grayson. Aspen comes in, pushes Riker. Mikey's able to get it out of the air, gets it over to Grayson. Grayson just gets hit. Out comes Fergie. Hayden picks it up. Hayden holds on to it. Hayden with a pass to Mikey. Aspen comes in, poke checks it, sends it deep into our zone. Colton holds on to it, does a reverse back, trying to get it up to Merrick. Colton has it, gets poke checked again. Back to Hayden. It's in Colton's feet. Picked up by Aspen. Aspen coming in, shot, goal. Merrick with the face-off. Kind of a stalemate on that face-off win, but still picked up by Aspen. They come in, deke around. Poke checked, saved. Sawyer covers. All right, face-off happens. Rebels win it. They send it around. Aiden gets it to Fergie. Fergie chips it up to himself. Brock's coming in. They send it back to Aiden. Aiden up to Fergie. Aspen comes around. Poke checked again by Aiden. Back to Fergie, trying to get it over to Brock. And they send it back, picked up by Parker. Aspen comes in, holding on to it. Back to Aspen, shot saved by Sawyer. All right. What do we got coming out? We got J-Ray coming out with Ian and Eli. Cam and Milo. All right, face-off win by Rebels, back to Milo. Milo's getting it up to Eli. Eli gets pinched off, gets it over to J-Ray. Comes in, back to Aspen with a shot, stopped by Sawyer, and he's holding on to it.
I'll go back and I'll play good.
J-Ray with a face-off win again. Cam's there, gets it over to Eli. Back to Aspen's D. They send it down deep. Back over to Cam. Shot in front, goal. Mikey, Colton, and I believe that's Hayden over there. It is Hayden. I needed him to move. All right, Aspen has possession. They come in. Come around. We're able to clear it out. Mikey chasing after it. Aspen picks it up. Gets into Riker's feet. Riker has it. Riker gets hit in the head. And he's able to clear it out. That is hockey, but unfortunately I wish that they would call some more penalties in this tournament. Aspen has the ability to intercept all of our passes, unfortunately, but Colton's holding on to his, gets it over to Mikey. Aspen does another pass, back check by Riker. Sawyer's able to push it off far to the side. Aspen's picking it up. They do a drop back pass. Riker's there, back to Mikey. Back over to the other side. Can't see who's, okay, so it's Colton and Riker over there. They're able to clear it out. No icing because it's picked up by Aspen. Mikey's chasing after it. Back to Aspen. Grayson comes in. Hayden keeps it in. Oh no. Offside call. Or high stick. Which one was it? I think it was offside. Alright, coming out. We got Aiden and Parker. Fergie, Brock, and making sure it's Merrick. It is Merrick. Sometimes the coaches like to switch it up on me. .224 left in the second period. Merrick has possession, trying to get it to Fergie. Gets in between his skates. Back over to Aspen. Rebels are able to dump it in. Gets it over into the corner here. And offside call. No, I thought that I heard the whistle blown. Apparently not. All right, so they're in Rebels territory. Aiden with some nice poke checking, pushing off to the outside. Shot. Parker's able to block it. But it still seeps through over to Sawyer. He's able to save it. Pass, shot, hits the crossbar, no goal. Shot, save. Picked up by Brock. Brock sending it up over to Fergie. Intercepted by Aspen. I keep forgetting their names for some reason. And they dump it deep into our territory. Aiden picks it up behind the net, holding on to it, trying to make a pass over to Brock. Aspen coming around, pressure from Fergie, pushed still to the outside. They make a pass in front. Shot, saved by Sawyer. All right, coming out, we got J-Ray, Eli, and Ian, Cam, and Milo. Face-off win by J. Ray. Over to Eli. Back to Ian. Back to Cam, trying to clear it out. Couldn't get enough stick on that puck. They make a pass, shot, saved by Sawyer. Beautiful save! 1 minute left in the second period. All right, J-Ray with the face-off again. J-Ray has it, trying to clear it out. Gets poke checked by Aspen. Getting kind of tired of that saying. Back over to Aspen. They do a D-to-D pass. They send it up to the wings. Shot on Sawyer, and he stops and saves it. J-Ray with the face-off. Aspen sends it into their own bench. By the way, they have a really short bench. They don't even have 2 full lines. 36 seconds left. J-Ray with the face-off again, trying to get it over to Eli. Picked up by Ian. Ian chips it up the boards. Clears it out. They're doing a pass. Another pass. Another pass. Sawyer saves it, covers it, lets it go, picked up by Milo. 10 seconds left in the period, back to Eli. Eli holding on to it. Aspen making a shot, stopped by Milo's hand, I think. Yikes, that's gonna hurt. And that's the end of the second. We'll be back in a minute. All right, so we got Hayden out here with Colton. Grayson, Riker, Mikey. Aspen coming in, making a shot on Sawyer. Sawyer grabs it and saves it. It's so very quiet in here. It's a little weird. Riker with the face-off win, sends it back to Aiden. I don't know if I said Aiden or Hayden. Puck gets popped out, back over to Riker. Riker holding on to it, makes the pass over to Grayson. Grayson holding on with another pass. Come on! That's a baloney call. That's a baloney call. Riker again with the face-off. Your boys are getting amped up. Face-off, puck goes back deep into our zone, chased after by Parker. Parker holding on to it. Just a little bit of a reverse. Parker still holding on to it, trying to get it up over to Grayson and Riker. Grayson sending it up to Mikey. Now over to Riker. Riker's got 4 on him. Back over. Mikey picks it up. Puck goes high stick. Aiden picks it up back in the neutral zone. He's going to hold on to it. Brock's in to help out. Aiden pins him up against the boards. Back to Brock. Brock trying to clear it out. Merrick's in with Fergie. Puck pops into the neutral zone. Fergie chasing after it. I say chasing a lot, and I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. Cam picks it up, sends it up the boards, gets stopped by Aspen again. Merrick with a poke check. Back behind the net. Parker's there with some pressure. Brock's there. I was going to say John because that's his dad's name. Sorry about that. Puck goes back behind our net. Goes in front, saved by Sawyer. Cam flips it up. Gets picked up by Aspen. Parker's able to try and clear it out. Picked up by Aspen again. Shot and the puck goes up into the netting. Full line change. Out comes Milo and Hayden. I think Parker may have broke his stick on that. Eli, Ian, and J-Ray. Oh, poke check by J-Ray. He's able to clear it out. Back pass by Aspen. They clear it into our zone. Milo coming in. Deflected by Hayden. Hayden has it. He's got time and space. Up comes Ian and J-Ray. Hayden dumps it in. Back up over. They're sending it around. Out comes Colton. Eli with some pressure. Stick lift by J-Ray. Aspen comes in trying to make a shot. Hits the post. You heard the tink. Rebound picked up by Eli. Back to J-Ray. J-Ray has it. Gets held, literally held by Aspen. Eli comes in, sending it back. Aspen picks it up, sending it down, and icing. All right, so we got Riker, Mikey, Grayson out with Parker and Aiden. Gloria. 10:50 left in the third period. I was going to say third. Score 4-1 Aspen. Mikey picks it up, holds on to it, gets it over to Riker. Riker can't grab the pass because his stick was literally held. We have icing. No, we're waving off icing. Not sure why. Aiden picks it up, sends it back up into the corner, trying to get it to Grayson. Poke checked, but over to Riker. Riker bringing it back to this side. Riker gets it to Mikey. Mikey trying to get it up to Grayson. Too many people in the way and unable to get a pass off. Aspen coming in. Pressure from Parker means that shot is bad. Aspen sends it back behind the netting. Back to Parker. Up to Grayson. Grayson trying to clear it out. Gets stopped by Aspen. They keep it in. Riker sending it around. Back to Aspen's D. They're bringing in Aiden trying to clear it out. Mikey can't get it cleared out either because looks like they have a line of 4 kids right there. All right, back to Mikey. Mikey trying to get it to Grayson, and now we have icing. All right, coming out, we got Fergie, Brock, Merrick, Cam, and Colson. 9:39 left in the game. Is that Colton or Milo? I think it's Colton. It is. Fergie and Brock have it. Brock has it. Brock's coming in. Comes around. He's pushing to the corner. Pass to Merrick. Merrick with a shot. Back checking by Merrick. Back over to Colton. Colton making a pass over, trying to get it. Coming in, shot, saved by Sawyer. Face off to Sawyer's left on our near side. All right, out comes J. Ray, Eli, and Ian. We're going to keep out Colton and Cam. J. Ray with the face-off win, trying to get it back to Ian. Cam picks it up, sends it. I have no idea what he was doing. Aspen picks it up. Aspen with a shot, saved by Sawyer. All right. Out comes Hayden and Milo for D. J-Ray with another face-off. Win. Gets it up to Eli. Eli's coming around. He's got J-Ray with him. Eli deeks around. Gets pickpocketed. Hayden able to dump it in, but intercepted pass. Poke checked by J-Ray and Milo. Picked up by J-Ray. J-Ray sending it up. Is that a cross check? So we're going on a power play. All right. So we got our... Uh-oh. I just realized Dean's not here. Where's Dean? Didn't feel good? Oh, interference. Interference was the call. I thought cross-check, but I wasn't paying too much attention. All right, Riker with the face-off, back over to Mikey. We got Milo, Colton, Grayson. Puck goes down deep, chasing by Milo. Icing. All right. 8:16 left in the game. 1:49 left in our power play. Grayson with the puck, trying to get it over to Colton. Colton's right in front. Colton's right in front. Shot. Sent back behind the net. What happened? Oh, we're going on a 5-on-3? And resetting, sending it up over to Grayson. Grayson holds on to it, coming in. Grayson with a pass to Riker. Riker with a shot. High. Back to Mikey. Mikey trying to get it back to Riker in front. Back to Grayson. Mikey. Grayson in front. Riker trying to get to it. Back to Colton. Back to Grayson. Trying to clear it out. We have 55 seconds. We have got to get a goal in this time period. Back to Milo at the point. Cleared out by Aspen. They're going to make a shot. Poke check by Colton. Back to Riker. Riker's coming around. Mikey's with him. Out comes Parker. Back to Riker. Full line change. Fergie's out, Parker's out, Aiden's out, Brock's out. Shot and save. 22 seconds left on our 5-on-3. Merrick's coming out for Riker. Spitting all over myself. Like you guys wanted to know that. Sorry. But we're all family here. Face-off win goes up to Aiden. Aiden trying to make the shot off. Goes up high. Brock trying to get it over to Fergie in front. Possession by Aspen. They're coming in. They make a pass that goes wide. So now we're back to a regular power play. Puck comes in. Back to Aiden. Aiden holding on to it. Aiden dumping it down into Aspen territory. Puck goes back behind their net. Merrick coming in. Gets it over to Fergie. Fergie getting it in front of the net. Eli's out. Chip it up the boards. Aiden coming in with some pressure. Parker putting more pressure with Hayden on D. No, Ian is not on Z. Eli has it. Out comes J-Ray to help out. Eli with it. Eli tries to do a reverse pass back to Colton. Colton over to himself, holding on to it. Colton trying to get it over to J-Ray. Aspen comes out. Hayden and Ian with some nice pressure on D. Shot saved by Sawyer. Ian with more pressure in the corner. 4:57 left in the game. We were not able to score on the 5-on-3. Puck in front, shot saved by Sawyer. Poke check by J-Ray trying to get it out. And he was able to, and luckily an offside call. All right, so we got Grayson, Mikey, Riker, Cam, and Milo. Riker with a face-off, went back to Milo. Milo chipping it up the boards, trying to get it over to Grayson. Picked up by Riker. Riker clearing it out. Waving off icing. Drop back. Pass by Aspen to their cherry picker. Beautiful hit by Milo! Oh, come on! Oh, no, wait. We are able to get a delayed penalty. Puck gets cleared out. And we're going on a power play again. Oh, just goes up high. Puck gets lost. Even I lost it. Aspen bringing it in. Parker with pressure able to push off into the corner. Shot, but stopped by Aiden with his leg. Parker's holding on to it. He keeps driving up, makes a pass over to Merrick. Merrick grabs it. Back to Merrick. Sent into Aspen's territory. Puck gets cleared out. Aspen coming in. Offside call. 1:17 left in our power play. 3:26 left in the game. Who's coming out? We got Riker, Grayson, Fergie, Colton, and Hayden. See, I told you. He likes to change things up. I can't say so-and-so's line because it's always changing. All right, Riker with the face-off. It's not Fergie, it's J-Ray. They have the same face mask thing. Puck goes into Aspen's bench. Redo. Riker to J-Ray. Back to Riker. Offside call. Comes down into our territory, chased after by Aiden. Sawyer helps him out, holds on to it. Back to Aiden. Aiden chipping it up over to Riker. Riker holding on to it. Chips it up to Grayson. Grayson holding on to it. He's got J-Ray with him. Grayson holding on, making a pass to J-Ray. Oh! Back to Colton. Riker dropping back since Colton's up front. Colton holding on to it, trying to get it. Gets pushed down. Riker is able to keep it in, sends it into the other corner. Picked up by Aspen, they clear it out. Are we going to have icing? No, they're waving it off. Hayden chasing after it. Oh, Hayden's going into the box. Cross-checking on that one for sure. Hello, J-Ray and Eli. Nope, Fergie's coming out. Fergie and Ian are coming out for J-Ray and Eli. Cam and Milo staying on D. Sawyer in net. All right, back to Aspen. Aspen's coming in, trying to make a shot. Pushed off to the side. Nice pressure from Ian. Cam sending it around. Picked up by up to their D. Shot over. Sent over. So we are on our penalty kill. Poke check by Cam. Over to Fergie. Picked up by their D. Does a pass in front. Ian's coming in. Grabs it in the corner. Sends it around. Picked up by Cam again. Cam chipping it up. Fergie with a nice hit. Oh my God. My kid's chasing after it. Cam with a poke check. Cam with it. Oh. Merrick's in. Milo's in. Pressure from Milo and Merrick. They're not able to get a shot off. Back to Aspen in the D. Shot goes off to the side. Back around the boards. Trying to make a pass, make a shot. Poke checked by Cam. Poke checked by Ian. Back over to Aspen. 40 seconds left. Back in front. Stopped by Milo. Milo gets it up to Merrick. Merrick's coming in. He's pushing hard. Oh, Merrick gets checked. Pushed down. Back to Aspen. Aspen coming around. We got Parker out now with Aiden on D. Eli's out there with Brock. 18 seconds left. Back over to Aspen. Brock with the face-off. And that's the game. All right, so our next game is tomorrow morning at 8:45, same rink, but we're playing DU. And then tomorrow afternoon, we're playing Littleton Red. So we have 2 more games left. Hang with us tomorrow on Valentine's Day. Any of the players your Valentine for the weekend? Enjoy your Friday the 13th, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.